For mine, I didn't do it necessarily in like age order to some degree, so
Me
I'll
neither.
jump around a bit. Yeah, like it's
Me
just
neither.
I just made a list. Um, I guess my first two were kind of like in order. So the first one in terms of games that get to know me uh, was Pokemon Silver. Right, like I know, like our generation, it's like, oh, was it blue or red? Was it blue or red? I'm like, don't get me wrong, I played blue, but the silver gold version when you're like seven, like it opened my mind to what could be possible, right? Of like speaking to like a phrase you say very often of like you didn't know that you needed it. It's like silver and gold did things in a way where I'm like, I didn't know that I could get this much enjoyment out of a Pokemon game. Right, because at that point it's like you're starting to, like you're getting a little bit older, so you're being exposed to different things. I think I was just starting to get into Digimon, right, and I'm already recognizing the better writing and quality of story. But I'm just like, I still like Pokemon. All my friends like Pokemon. We all like Pokemon, and just to go through that game and then you beat it, and you find out that you unlock the original game, and then after you beat the original game, you fight the protagonist from the original game and he has all your favorite starters and a Pikachu, right? So it's like all the Easter eggs are there. So to me, it was one of those things of like, you go from having a bike to now you're using the bike, but now you have a cell phone. So let's say you wanted to run a rematch with one of the trainers, you can call them on the cell phone on your Game Boy and go to that location. Yeah, meet me up by Route 34. Okay. And it's on. Like just the amount of replayability in that game, I was like, yo, I'm running out of batteries in my Game Boy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in
Mm,
color, right? Because the first original games were not in color initially.
that's true. That's true.
So you're seeing the sprites and all their like, oh, that's what that looks like. Oh, okay. Because I don't even think they had launched the Johto anime at that point.
Mhm.
So to me, it was like there was that aspect of like my first experience of seeing what a sequel to a game could look like. And for
Okay.
me, especially when I was younger, I was really into like the community aspect of things. I mean, I am to some degree still, but this was one of those things where it's like I said, all of us were playing it. So you can make a new friend on the playground just by saying, "Did you get gold or silver? Did you get blue or red?"
Easy.
You
What
easily,
what color? What color is your Game Boy Advance?
just simple things.
Easy. Easy.
Did you see
My
the
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Like there were just a lot of things in that game where I realized that it would kind of set the blueprint for a lot of things, even in terms of strategy of like realizing that I do enjoy to some degree a strategic brain of like, yeah, I can't just pick Blastoise and blitz through everything. I'm gonna run into a Venusaur. I'm gonna run into I don't know a super grass type, and they're gonna pack me up because I just can't. There's not enough moves in my repertoire to get over a type advantage. So what do I do? How do I pivot? Right. So I feel like it kind of opened the door and opened my mind of like, this is possible. So it's like it's crazy to me how we got from there to the revitalization later on with like Omega Ruby and stuff like that and X and Y. I'm like, why is Pokemon, which honestly used to trailblaze in a lot of ways for like kid friendly RPGs, like what? When did it become so stagnant? You guys were so groundbreaking with these ideas, and to me, like Silver was just like I couldn't believe. Like it was one of the first games I ever bought with my allowance. I'm like, I cannot believe how much my money's worth I'm getting with this game. I get the first game again. What? And I gotta go fight Red as a legendary trainer in the deep, deep, deep mountains of Mount whatever.
Mm.
This is amazing. And I fight the Elite Four again. So Silver was just one of those things of like, although I'm not as big of a fan of Pokemon as like Tim is, for example, like that's why it'll always kind of hold a place in my heart. Like, yo, there was a time where this franchise was undeniable. There really was.
Oh, 1,000. Wow.
Yeah, you could
No,
be like, oh, I'm too cool for it. I'm like, no. At one point, there was no such thing as too cool for it.
you're right on time. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. I also had Super Smash Brothers on my list.
Good. Good. Which one?
The first one.
The first. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
The reason is I was always one of those kids that was into the what ifs from early, right? So it's like, who's better, Greymon or Charizard? Who's better, Goku? Like that was always in my head. So when I saw the first announcement of Super Smash Brothers. You're looking at Game Informer, you're looking at Nintendo Power. You're seeing the me and you and me
You mean
commercial. Yeah, toss the
and
dice.
they start going. They
And they
start
start,
going
yeah, they
crazy.
start going at it, and you're just
Super Smash
like,
Brothers. You want to settle the score? That what great advertisement,
amazing
man.
advertising.
That, yo, what happened, man?
I don't know. The budget, I don't know. I don't know what happened to advertising.
Like no advertisement. Period.
Yeah, I don't know. But to me, seeing Fox McCloud, Pikachu, and Mario on a cover of a game, knowing that they were all fighting each other, I was like, this is the argument that I have on the playground every day with my two friends on a video game. And not only is it on a video game, but the video game has stages dedicated to every single one of these characters with their own gimmicks. We're going to fight on top of Fox's ship. We're going to fight in Saffron City. And if you stand too close, a chance he's going to pop out and just
Drop an egg or
drop
a
an egg
Venusaur.
or a Venusaur.
Or Charmander.
Charmander, yeah,
Man,
come out
Charmander would
flamethrower.
body us,
yes,
dog.
yes.
Or Hitmonlee. Oh my goodness.
Right, so
yeah.
you just like you hear the Snorlax go up in there, like like, oh man, I gotta clear the area. Like there's just certain things of like
My
it
goodness.
literally was a child's imagination on a game.
You know what, you're right. The creative direction was perfect because what were you?
What you mean? Oh, I was an action figure.
You was a toy.
Yeah, I was a toy.
You was
Yeah,
an action
yeah.
figure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Could not believe it.
And guess who the final boss is? A child's hand.
Yes.
And
Lego
dog,
movie,
did he-
you owe some royalties, boy. Nintendo gonna be good. Hey, buddy.
and did he not put in the work?
Yeah.
Man, the hand. Oh my! Oh my!
Just to
goodness,
charge
dog.
up, you're like, oh no, hold on. Yeah.
You get smacked. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bro.
So Super Smash Brothers, and of course, it's just like it just again contributed to that community aspect of like I didn't have an N64. One of my best friends had an N64, so it was like it's legit sleepovers at his house catered around me, him, and two other people playing Super Smash Brothers till 1:00 in the morning on a weekend. Of just like trying to see, like you said, who runs the neighborhood when it comes to this game. So that was one of the games of like, yeah, I'm always down for a party fighter, right? It is always open the door of like, I'll at least give it a shot. Next on my list would be good old Final Fantasy VII. Yes, the original.
Okay.
Because without the original, there is no remake.
couldn't do the original, man.
Yeah, and your reasons why make perfect sense. I think the reason why I was able to get into it is because it felt like the next step after Pokemon in terms of strategy. Of like, well, I already had to stand around and let, Dragonite Hyper Beam me 4 times in a row and wipe out my party. I couldn't dodge, right? Like, what's the difference with these characters? So to me, it was like I had like an older person kind of introduce me to the game of like, if you really want to play like a cool, mature game, quote unquote, you should play Final Fantasy VII. And I think I ended up getting like on a sale at some point. And I didn't, to this day, I don't regret it. Like the only regret that I have is that because it was so popular, it makes me feel mainstream of like, oh, you just like what everybody else likes. I'm like, no, I like this because it was actually really, really good. Like,
Yeah.
like it was my first time playing a game with 3 discs where it's like, no, the story is so long. Hey, you reached the end of disc 1. What?
You felt like you was a millionaire too. I got 4 discs. 4 discs.
Insert disc 2 for more story. So like just being able to experience that, at that point, it's like you said, games can serve a different faculty for different things. Of like, you had to get your reading skills. Voice acting wasn't really around like that, so it is literally just walls and walls and walls of text.
And if you forgot to talk to this person and you exhaust the speech bubble,
That's it.
that's it. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this was the era of the strategy guide. Like, if you don't speak to him in chapter 1, you're gonna have a hard time come chapter 4. Like, just different. Again, the mechanics of that game, the the ability, because like you said, it's like at this point in this era for us, like fighting games were kind of the way to make people look cool. So
Yep.
the fact that all the characters still look cool, even though you were just taking turns, you go, now I go, now you go. But I'm like, but it looks, it looks dope. The limit breaks, like the summons. What do you mean? There's a
Yeah.
Knights of the Round Table materia? What do you mean it's a 20-second cutscene and once it's done, they're gone? Like, just there's just certain things where you're just like, I cannot believe the level of design that I am taking in at this time, and it made me appreciate a really good narrative of, like you said, like you had those moments of like, yo, games can tell A1 stories, A1 stories.
Powerful story. Story so crazy to where you're like at the end, when you're done beating it, you just stand up and give yourself a silent ovation.
Yeah, yeah.
I beat Halo 1 and I sat down like I was Thanos from Infinity War before the movie even existed.
Just
Like this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Go but
You know, it's
continue,
like,
bro.
yeah, those it's like, it was that type of, like you said, that type of moment where like you get past a certain point and you're just like, wow, I cannot believe what I just experienced, and no one said a word. All it
And
was A1 orchestra music.
and then you know what on top of that, you don't care if nobody else experienced it. You don't really care. You're like, yo, listen, I know it exists. I don't care if you know it exists.
Right. And honestly, if you're not playing, you're missing out. Like
You're the loser here. Oh, you don't play games? Oh, that's
an
hey,
RPG. What?
hey, look, hey, it's not my fault. I'm multidimensional.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Some of us play Gex the Gecko. Some of us play Final Fantasy 7. Right. We are not the same.
We are not the same. I could not believe that game existed.
What was that other game too where it was like you played as like a cube? Um oh man. It's gonna bother me. But whatever, we'll move on for now.
Mhm,
Another list. So I realized as I was making my list, I'm like, I have a thing for sequels. Like
mhm.
the first games, it's not like nowadays where it's like because game development takes so long, the first game is usually about as good as it gets, and the sequel kind of like tweaks that. This
Mhm.
is, we grew up in an era where like, yes, a sequel could really and truly be night and day different. And one of those games of like getting to know me was Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, one is cool, one is great. We all know,
Really?
yes, Kingdom Hearts
Re-
2.
oh, interesting. Because
Yeah.
to me, man, that soundtrack,
No,
that junk put everybody in a genjutsu, man.
absolutely.
To me, that almost ended world peace and school beef. That's the first game to end school beef.
Hmm.
Because you have people just, hey, man, you play Kingdom Hearts? I did. Hey, man, my fault, bro. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
yeah.
jump in the shit on
Mhm.
you, homie. Yeah. Yeah, no, continue.
No, like
But two,
you're
that's interesting.
you're right. So like the thing with one, right?
Wow.
You need one to kind of get to two, obviously. And
Yes.
one did so many things that you did not know was possible given the two properties of like, I do like
Mm.
Disney, especially that era of Disney,
Mhm,
and
mhm, mhm.
I'm falling in love with Final Fantasy. So you're telling me that these two characters are going to collide in a way that makes sense? And I'm seeing the villains design and they look amazing. And then when they finally do show the characters that I know, they're the best designs I've ever had.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you're
give
not.
Cloud Vincent's cape and his glove, and he's gonna have bandages around the sword, and it doesn't make sense, but it looks amazing. It just looks amazing. And he's gonna interact with Squall, who I also like, and he's gonna and Sephiroth is a hidden boss. Right after you beat the Titans from Hercules.
Squall has a gun blade, by the way.
Yes.
Something I've never seen before in my
Right.
entire
You
life.
swing
Up
down and then
until
he
that
pulls the
point,
trigger. Like,
and pulls.
yeah. Oh, yep. So to me, it's like you're able to pull that off.
Oh, is Orin in that game? The most
Orange in the
iconic.
second one.
He's in. That's what you're talking about too.
Yeah, no, I was
Okay,
talking about when to get to
okay,
two.
got you.
So the
Okay,
reason why I said all that is you
yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah.
two, and you're
Mhm.
like, they took all of those things I just mentioned and made it better. Made it better.
Yep.
So like
Yep.
you said,
Yep.
it goes from Squall, Cloud, things like that. Now you're seeing Auron, Tifa. You know what I'm saying? Like these characters are like, where were they? Like, here they all are. And they're all integral to the plot. In fact, you're gonna fight alongside them. And in fact, we're gonna put in so much lore that you know where you team up with Auron? In the underworld of Hades stage. Because if you play 10, then you know he's dead. So you see,
All that Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network power friendship moment manifested in this game.
absolutely.
What more do I want? Thank you for giving me what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, literally thank you for giving me what I
My
want.
God.
So I'm getting all the extra characters that I thought were missing in one, right? I'm getting brand new combat mechanics. Like I to this day, I just remember seeing the trailer of Kingdom Hearts 2, where Buddy in the Cloak pulls out the Keyblade and then pulls out the second Keyblade. And I'm like, can we dual wield in Kingdom Hearts 2? Can you?
Oh, you lost your mind.
I lost my mind, bro.
You lost it. Oh,
I lost my mind. I can dual wield Keyblades.
oh, man.
Not in the cutscene, not as a finisher, in combos. Just and your wheels were based on your party. So if you did it, if you use your form with Goofy because Goofy's a melee character, you dual wield. If you do it with Donald, you're able to use more magical abilities. Then you unlock even higher forms to where you're in an all silver garb and your swords are floating around you. What? Excuse me?
Take it away from me. I'm not going to survive the next level. Yeah,
You know, it's that
yeah,
SpongeBob meme
yeah.
where he's standing still, he just like, that's how it felt playing the game. And you're revisiting certain worlds. They finally found a way to introduce limit breaks into the game. So I'm in Agrabah doing the Zanzetsuken with Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? Like, just certain
My
things where you're just
goodness.
like, I can't not believe this. And then the like you've always joked about, like the villains, the nobodies, all unique weapon designs, all unique boss styles. You basically fight Zenith, who has two lightsabers, and it's the coolest thing in the world.
And then you had one of the, like, I like, to me, I felt like Ansem was just a fire design
Mm-hmm.
and a concept, and then the names were dope. And then you had some of the greatest rivalries, like Riku,
Yeah,
and then the Riku in that dark suit that he came where he was just dripped up and like with it was crazy.
yeah, yeah. So to me, I'm like, two was just like,
I get you.
I know the game has kind of gotten away from all that ever since, but I'm like, you have to understand
That was a
where.
crazy tutorial too.
Absolutely,
Insane tutorial.
absolutely,
With when you playing as Roxas, right?
yes,
Insane tutorial.
yep,
I'm speechless. There's nothing I could say.
yeah,
I remember my brother getting the game, and we smelt the plastic wrap, like before opening, and we just looked at each other, and we was just like, "Bro, I love you, man. I love you too, man." We just gave it, but that's what the game did.
yeah.
That's what the game did, man.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was
No.
like, absolutely. Like
Yeah,
to me, I'm
yeah.
like, two was just like, I know again it gets out of its way, but I'm like, there is a time where yes, Square Enix characters and Disney made all the sense in the world. I don't know how else to explain
Weren't they
it.
like Squaresoft at that time? They were
No, they were
Squaresoft,
Square
right?
Enix at that point.
Square Enix?
Yeah,
Okay.
Square Enix at that point. Another game that will be in the twos, but I think speaks more to a time in my life that I cherish very much, which would be for NBA Street Volume 2. Now, I did enjoy NBA Street 1. It was cool. It felt a little bit too floaty, right? You're jumping 70 feet in the air, right?
I agree with you. Two is the superior.
Yeah.
There's nothing you said that was wrong at all.
Yeah. Because with
Nothing.
two, it's like it's everything, right? So you're getting around that time, that's when the sports game were getting notorious for like having the fire soundtracks, right? Madden 03, one of the greatest soundtracks of all time for a video game. But NBA Street Volume 2 put you in eras that were not really for our age group. So like yeah, we were alive, but I didn't know they reminisce over you.
Mm-hmm.
That song came out when I was like 3 years old. So but because of the game when I heard
Your rap palette now, you can finally talk to a New Yorker
yeah.
about music.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And you're 12. talking,
And you're 12, yeah.
talking about Pete Rock. So there was that, all right. The soundtrack, the fact that although it's not nearly as present nowadays, bro, you were around for the and one era, the street ball era, hot sauce, half man, half amazing. Like these characters where you're just like
The professor.
the professor,
The professor.
right? So you're watching all these things of like you don't like it's like Harlem Globetrotters, but on times 10.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Remember them? Oh
Right. So
my
you're able
goodness.
to you're like you did it in a time where it fit what was happening at the time, so much so that a game dedicated to it still didn't do as good as you. Street Hoops was cool, but Street Hoops was not NBA Street Volume 2.
It was not, dog. It was not.
So for me it was just like never been a huge sports game fan. I enjoy them, but not a huge sports game fan. But I'm like NBA Street Volume 2, we could play it out all evening if you want.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was competitive too. Like you could have a tournament with that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you do not feel any type of way. Um Madden 2003 is the one with Marshall Falk.
Who's on the cover? I don't remember right now.
You no, this is Marshall Falk.
But
Oh no,
Madden
you're
03 was
absolute,
yeah, the soundtrack.
bruh, 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 bruh.
Yeah.
The rock music on there, kid.
Let's get a party going. We will always party hard, party hard. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, okay. Oh, how about this one? I'm too. Dog.
And then even the rap selections.
What was on there? What was on
Big Boy, the sometimes I could keep you down with your face all in the dirt. But if you need some pick me up, you need to get up and go to church. Ooh, hallelujah! Like,
there? Give me another one. Give me another one. Are we gonna get copyrighted for this?
I don't know because we're not playing the song,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Yeah, keep going.
Wasn't Nappy Roots on there too?
Remind me.
Was
I
it
think I know
Around the
something.
Globe that was on there? Been all around the globe from Monday to Sunday.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I'm pretty sure that was Madden 3. Madden 03. I know Party Hard was on there for sure. This is a weird yeah, Party Hard was on there. No, okay, so Nappy Roots was on there, but they're there for Oh Nah. The country boys on the rise, the big fat kids on the side.
For me, get over it. Hey, dog. Saturday after everything was done, we played outside. Oh, let's play a little Madden, get some lemonade. Oh no, I'm gonna let you finish, man.
No, you're
You
good,
gonna
but
be on this?
I'm just saying, like,
No, this is A1. This
yeah,
is no,
Never Scared's
man.
on there. Like, one of the great, again, so we were in the era of like sports games giving you the top playlist before playlist.
Bars. That was an EP. You
Yeah.
could just say it was an EP for a video game.
This was our version of Now I Love Music Volume 7.
Oh my goodness, man. Bro. Like, no, music was good everywhere. Even if you wasn't into alternative rock. The radio used to go out at night and the techno music would play. I remember hearing and this
Yeah. All the stuff from our kids. Doop, 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 doop. That was our era. Do you think you're better off alone?
you going crazy at the raves, dog. Going crazy at the raves.
Yeah, it was different
Oh
then.
my gosh,
So
man.
yeah, volume
Oh,
two, yeah, volume two was it just felt like a culture, like a game of the culture, you
jeez. Yeah,
know.
true. 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 Everything, man.
Game to get to know me. Despite their bad rap over the years, I've always been a champion of what could be possible with anime games. And I say that because even though there was a couple of duds along the way, for sure, there was always certain games that I was like, yo, you don't understand. Like, this is the perfect fuel for the show. So for me, one of the ones that like get to know me was Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. Reason being is around that time I had started to kind of get into like the importing side of things of like realizing knowing what a region lock was and wasn't. I'm like, oh, I could play games from different countries now, right? So I'm like, I'm playing the Dragon Ball PlayStation games from Japan. Don't understand a word of what they're saying, but of course at this point, DSL's out, right? So you could look up a translation online.
So Ultimate Ninja is not Ninja Storm.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ultimate Ninja then became Ninja Storm down the road. But there was a
Okay.
game called Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, 3. Then they did in America they called it 4 and 5, but they had a different name in Japan.
Hmm.
But 3 was the first one that I owned. Like saved up my allowance, imported it from Japan, got a little guide online and started playing. And this is something that Tim and I talk about all the time. But like when you look at these games like this, back when CyberConnect 2 used to care, and you're seeing what these characters are doing in this game, it's just like, in the back of your mind, like Dragon Ball Z will always kind of reign supreme, but this Naruto thing is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like I attribute most of my love to some of the characters in that show from these types of games. Like I didn't,
Mm.
I the level of respect I got for Gaara once they kind of got to the thing where he was doing giant sand tsunamis and the giant sand bear. I'm like, he's doing all this with pocket sand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think, like, and this is in a world where people are breathing fire, using lightning hands as blades, and he's using sand. Because what happens when you can't breathe or when you're constricted by force, by gravity, essentially? So to me, I'm like, this was, it was competitive. It had defensive mechanics. None of the characters literally played the same because they all have different attributes, right? There's no reason why Kiba and Naruto would play exactly the same. Why would they?
No, no, yeah. Why would they? Hmm.
Right? And it's just, they did it in ways where you're just like, no, every character has, yes, there's some universal combos, but every single character is not doing the same exact thing. Orochimaru is going to have more reach because he could do a striking shadow stake attack. Sasuke is going to, like, there's just certain things of like, oh, so because again, Dragon Ball's a little bit harder because at some point you got to fire a beam, right? That's just what Dragon Ball is.
You have to.
But with
It's not Dragon
Naruto,
Ball Z if you can't.
yeah,
If you don't.
right. But with Naruto at that time, like you said, when they were still paying attention to hand signs and focusing on other characters, it's just like, bro, like this is one of the most unique rosters I have ever played with, ever. Like, and it's like a roster of like 40 characters
Mm.
at that
Crazy.
time, and none of
Crazy.
them play the same.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that was one of the things of like I'm always like, look, anime games have the potential to be great. Whenever the
They
companies want
do.
to be
They
lazy,
do.
you
They
can get
do.
great material from these games.
Like we're not gonna sit here and pretend that Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 didn't have high school.
It almost made me.
And
It almost made my list. It almost made my list.
oh yeah, 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 no. I mean, yeah, it almost. There's a lot of things that almost made a
Yeah,
list, but
yeah, yeah,
we just can't. We just
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's for a specific type of category. But
Right,
like,
right.
yeah.
So
Go
I'm
ahead,
like, in
continue,
getting to
continue.
know me, I'm like, this is what you can do with an anime fighter, pretty much. But you're right. Budokai 3
Mhm.
would have been right there.
Jeez.
The next game on my list is Batman Arkham City.
Hey, you know what? You're making me really, really rethink my list here, man. Um,
Batman Arkham City. Batman Arkham City was the time where I realized
you can
I'm
give
a
that game a 10.
yes,
You can give that game a 10. It's
yes,
okay if you gave it a 10. Like
yes,
there's not that their game is a 10. It's
yeah.
a 10.
It was one of those times where I kind of like, of course, you're playing games in a similar genre. I'm like, my favorite genre is third person action adventure, and this game is a perfect example of why.
Okay, you want to know? I'm gonna let you finish, but
Mm.
I have to say something. Batman, they encompassed how it is to actually fight Batman, to feel as a villain. I felt sorry for the thugs because when Batman gives you the boot to the face,
Yep.
how else would you fold
Right.
if Batman
Right.
if
Right.
Batman
Right.
punched you? If Batman gave you ostrich legs, inverted kneecaps, how else would you hold your leg? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then it just so of course asylum, you're in a room, like you're in a building essentially, and there's a lot of different things, but you're in a building. City, you're in an expansive prison pretty much, and they still manage to make everything unique. And then there's story moments where Nightwing will show up, and now you're doing a dual takedown. So now it's both y'all just like you said. It's like you. This is the essential Batman. You don't. There's nothing else you can ask for.
This does what Spider-Man 2, the movie game, did by accident.
Yes.
By accident.
Yeah. It's from that era of, and it didn't happen very often, to be fair, and definitely doesn't happen very often nowadays. But it's like you looked at the cover leading up to the game, and I'm like, I already know this is gonna be fire. I already know I'm gonna get my money's worth, and I haven't even played it.
Yeah,
From the
yeah.
black and white cover with the only the blood being able to, I'm like, this is about to be one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life.
That was the fire game Informer, by the way. Cover I gotta go buy them again. I'm That's just gonna be my small little hobby right there.
Yeah, yeah. No, but
Um,
yeah, that to me, I'm like, this is how I knew. I'm like, I like action adventure third person games. This is
got you,
my genre. This is what I want to play. 9 times out of 10.
got you.
A1 writing, A1 combat system, A1 voice acting, A1 surprises, A1 plot twist.
Mm,
Just
true, true,
you
true.
know. Let's see. Last couple of games on this list. Had to throw in unexpected one because of course it's me. Another one. And another sequel.
Mm.
Def Jam Fight for New York. Non. I know
It's a
there's
good
been
one.
a lot of revisionist history ever since Maximilian Dood exposed the game to a bigger audience.
I can't believe I forgot Resident Evil 4. That's gonna be an honorable mention.
Again,
That's
it's
gotta
10 is
be.
hard. 10 is a list of 10 is hard. But yeah,
I didn't really think mine
Def
through, but
Jam
yeah, go
Fight
ahead.
for New York, bro. Like you said, there was those games where it's like, I guess you could say you're either open to or not cultured enough to try to experience. Where it's like you try to explain to somebody like you enjoy a game where a bunch of rappers beat each other up with whatever's in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And not only do I want it, but it's one of the best 3D brawlers of that era, actually.
Ever made. Ever made.
Yeah. Everybody fights differently. You have people on the roster you would have never expected to see. Of like,
Never.
it's Exhibit fighting Eric Sermon, fighting Joe Budden, fighting Buster Rhymes. And not only are you fighting them, they're all voiced by those rappers.
And they all have their own finishing moves.
Yeah. Even the big people don't fight alike. Fat Joe did not fight like Bone Crusher.
No. No, he didn't.
And then not only that, but you have your own created character. They have your own original characters. You get to date some of hip hop's finest at the time. So it's like you could date Shauna, Lil Kim, Kimora Simmons. Like it was just your first.
Was a million in the game?
I don't think so. I don't
Oh.
think so. But like you're going to Jacob the jeweler for your custom pendants.
We don't know how many times that man must have been referenced. We don't know how many times.
But
My
that's what I'm saying.
goodness.
Another game of like the culture of like it did a good job of like this is a game where like through adult eyes like they could have easily turned this into a parody. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
It could have got really racist really quick.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
But it
But
doesn't.
it doesn't.
It doesn't. And it's another one where the soundtrack is a
Oh nah. What would you expect? Like, look at who's on the look at who's in the game. They're gonna give you at least each rapper is gonna give you 3 hits.
yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
at least 3 hits.
Yeah.
Um, bro, I think I'm gonna have to redo this list. We're gonna have to redo this again.
Okay.
We gotta have to redo this again.
Okay. And
This
then
is too fun.
my last two. These are pretty easy. So I'll knock these out real quick. One of them is Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one.
Over two.
Over two.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at you because I feel like functional wise, it's tameable.
Yeah.
Two is insane.
It's all over the place.
It's and then the sprites aren't consistent.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, bro, but we really gonna make enemies today, dog.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
You're like, you're like the elephant people versus the donkey. We have elephant opinions.
Yeah.
Like we're not trying to.
Yeah.
We just know that 2 + 2 = 4
Right.
every other day of the week.
Right. And you're welcome to like another approach to get to 4. But we can't deny that 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah.
Why? Well, 2 has a bigger roster. That's great. But Morgan looks like she was made in 91.
91 or BC.
Yeah, right. And like it just again to me, Marvel vs. Capcom just had a level of, like you said, character consistency in terms of
And
designs.
then Iceman's Ross moveset was just eliminated.
It's just one. A beam, a boulder, and
When you told me, I was like, no, that's not true.
You're like, he has more supers. I'm like, no, he does not.
Not in this one.
Yeah.
Not in this one.
So like to me, I'm like, one was just more so, you said this a lot of times about crossover games, which I think is true of like you're starting to see these characters in a way you imagine but didn't know they could achieve. And it's the best version of that. Of like Spider-Man feels like a problem. Even though I know fundamentally he's not as dangerous as Wolverine would be in their respective universe.
Man, when we played Marvel vs. Capcom, we looked at Spider-Man, we said, yo, this Spider-Man is giving anybody work.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing you're gonna do to this guy. This version of Spider-Man, at least.
Yeah. He's swinging, he's bouncing up across the screen. He could stick to the side of the screen.
And also the iconic
web throw. Just
you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. And then the victory. Let's do one for Jameson.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Marvel versus Capcom. And then on the Capcom side, you're just being introduced to characters that you at that time, now because of the ports we know. But I'm like, who is this Captain Commando guy? And why is he so fire?
Why? And his team too? He got homies? And a baby?
And a baby and a mech.
I need this.
Right. Who is this? What's a Blodia? And why am I'm in first person? Just
who's this Jin guy? Like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Marvel vs. Capcom. And then my last one would be Ultra Street Fighter 4. PS3, Xbox 360 era game. It felt like
Hey, listen. Hold up. I'll be right back. Well, I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
But hey, listen. It's okay. That's an excellent pick, an excellent observation.
Yeah.
Um, the stars aligned for us that era.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because the reason why I picked that game is because to me, this game was proof that you can get everything you want from a game IP. You can. They could do it.
Those were the best specials
Yeah.
you'll ever get in any Street Fighter game. The functions were perfect. The character designs perfect, and then the costume packs.
If they had never released a Street Fighter after that, I would have totally understood. If they gave Ultra Street Fighter 4 the Last of Us treatment, I would have totally understood. I'm like, this you are operating at your peak power right now, Capcom, when it comes to this IP. Peak power. Even the characters where it's like, oh well, I still don't like El Fuerte or Hakan. Okay, but you got C Viper and Jury. And we gave you the best versions of all the characters you would have wanted. We gave Fei
To this
Long the
day,
1 inch punch. Ryu, Ken, and Akuma have amazing ultras. Goken's in the game.
Gokin is and he's a problem.
You have 5 characters who can fire a Hadouken, and none of them play the same. So when you hear all these developers talk these days talk about like, oh, we couldn't do this, we didn't. I'm like, I hear you to some degree, but I was
But
raised in an era
I
where it
don't,
was possible.
but I don't care. I hear you, but I don't care. You did it before. You're gonna do it again.
Yeah,
I don't care if I got to turn 80 CEO on you. Get the numbers on the board. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
it. Man.
yeah.
That's it.
I've seen what is possible. I've seen what's possible. So when you tell me you can't, I'm like, it feels like you don't
Nah,
want to
no. Yeah, you just don't want to. That's it.
because
That's it. You don't.
you can't. You've done it.
You've done it before, and you did it for free.
Yeah,
I,
I've
I
got
want
it
the same treatment.
right here.
Right there, right there. It's right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. I'm not. Okay.
I would say out of those characters, 4 of them are duds. Rufus, dud.
Yes,
Even though he's winning tournaments with Justin Wong, dud. Um, Abel, dud.
but is Abel a dud because of what became of him down the road, or you didn't like him from jump?
I mean, I don't hate him. I don't have a problem with him. Just don't try to. Once you try to replace him with Ryu, you know he was supposed to be the main character,
You
right?
did tell me that. Yeah.
Once you try to replace Ryu, you automatically kill the game in some strange way.
Mm.
Stop trying to replace Ryu. That's why. That's why they made this man take the second lead. What's his name? Not Jamie.
What's his name?
Luke.
Luke. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they gave this man the second lead. You see, people would have accepted Batsu from rival schools being able to replace Ryu. This way, he's someone who's going to embrace the Dark Hado, make him a little different because of his troubled past. You know. But anyway, that's a different subject for. But I'll let you
No,
continue.
but
Man.
that,
But
I
yeah,
mean that's essentially in a conclusion. Like to me, I'm like in terms of okay, Anthony, tell me what shapes your gaming opinions nowadays. I'm like it's these 10 games. These are the games that I've experienced of like I've seen what these companies can offer. I've seen what has turned this hobby that everyone tries to hide behind into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Like we're on this pod, we talk about this all the time, and I already know we're running long. But I'm like, but I think this goes to this speaks to why you, me, and Tim always hold these companies to such a high standard of like, look, you don't have to settle for what they're telling you these days. The reason why they're on installment 5, installment 7, installment 9 is because of what they were putting out back then. yes, you should be mad that Tekken 8 is adopting Soul Calibur practices because
You should be
when we were
furious.
around, you had both, and both of them were amazing. It's possible. I don't want to hear it's not possible. It's possible because I played it. I played some version of it in these games. So that I would say in a nutshell is my list of get to know me. Yeah, I think we could probably approach it again. Maybe we'll do like an additional 5 at some point if Tim wants to do his next time he's on. But yeah, I just feel like if anyone wants to know what shapes my opinions, it's always these.
I did this in the ninth grade as a testament. Does this look familiar to you?
Of course,
Oh, there you
it's one of
go.
the most iconic things of that console, which is why the Halo
Yeah.
thing is blasphemous almost. It's going to where?
Blasphemous isn't even a word, my friend.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Hope you guys got to know a little bit more about us.
Yep.
Definitely, it was a nostalgic, reminiscent time for me making my list of like, how can I pick 10? I was a raised
How
in peak.
how can you? Yeah, we had. The thing is, we had access to kind of like almost every every era of video game that currently
Yeah,
existed
absolutely.
existed, and then we had the future to look forward to.
Yeah,
So our experience in gaming was, I would say, is more refined and a lot more rich. Just cause
yeah,
we played Mario, the first Mario.
yeah,
We played the classic. We remember the soundtracks of music. We knew doom 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 doom. When you go underground, the sound change. It's that jazzy sound.
yeah. The certain
You know,
levels that nobody was beating. Mega Man X. Good
nobody
luck.
was beat.
Sonic the Hedgehog. The chemical plant. Good luck.
Jeez, like the Russian from Taken. Good luck. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
But
it, man.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, with the way YouTube changes, it's like the views are all over the place sometimes, but the engagement's been pretty good. Been pretty
hmm
good.
hmm
So,
hmm hmm
we appreciate every comment, every
Follow us on Discord.
follow us on Discord.
We're
Yes.
waiting for you.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you to converse. We're waiting to conversate with you
Yeah.
guys. Come on.
Like granted, I know our Discord is a work in progress, as we've both said, but we want to get better, and we can only get better if y'all engage with us on Discord. So the Discord is there. We're on all streaming platforms, and yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we are still on the road, even in the YouTube of 2025, where the algorithm changes every week. Still on the road to our goals. So like, comment,
Five
subscribe.
thousand subscribers.
Yes, 5,000
5,000 subscribers.
subscribers. 5,000
Yes, sir.
subscribers and 5,000 watch hours. So
Yes,
any
please,
support is
guys.
appreciated. Play it on
Just turn it
loop.
on.
Yeah.
Play it on loop. Turn it on. Wash, clean your car.
Right.
Wash.
Ambient ADR at night.
Yes. Press black guys. They're just the
It's
bee's
just,
knees.
yeah,
That's what we want,
for
man.
real. But till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Antonius DaGamer, Super SSS rank. Peace.